Spectre Studios. Play with the spirit of the game. Come on. Hey, what's in the box? What's in the box?
Hey everybody, Benito here for another Star Wars unboxing. You have to forgive me for my throat. I've been kind of like battling a cold apparently this winter. I've been kind of like ailing a little bit and getting through this. But I had a chance to get a hold of one of the new larger ships, again for Star Wars X-Wing from Fantasy Flight. So I get a chance to check out what we've seen a lot of these when I've done before. So this is another, I think, one of the huge ships for epic play scale, and for those curious, we have a pretty wide range bat rep coming down the road, playing with some very large ships and kind of get some of that scenario kind of going with that. Alrighty, clear the box, and we'll take a look at this thing through you'll see pretty much a splash on the camera of this as I take a look at it. So right off the bat, we pretty much see two TIE fighters to pretty much go ahead to go with the concept of this. If you haven't been buying a lot of them before prior to the past, TIE fighters were one of the original ships that you basically have. Pretty much look the same, maybe a little bit more darker gray than prior past from that. And then our carrier, which is from Star Wars Rebels, the cartoon show, which I've seen this ship in, and standard gray. Very well detailed, a lot of different shading of gray as you kind of take a look at this as well as I am. With some pretty interesting stuff of that notation there, and I will see exactly how these ships attach themselves, because I do not know. But very cool there as we look quickly to that. Let's just see what's in this bad boy. So, coming over this part, looks like I see the attachments in this little bag. So 2 flight stands in that, and then these things, which is like 4 of them. So, okay, so TIE fighters are basically going upside down and then slotted in these things and pinning. So you really are going to be able to carry whatever ship you like in this thing, which already makes this thing fantastic. So from, I believe I heard TIE Interceptors to TIE Advances. So you gotta be a little careful. They seem to be a little delicate on the turn. So when you're putting them in, be very careful you don't make any snapping of them. But these 4 pieces go right below. So you can just see this one already having now the 2 in it, and you can easily put 2 more on the back from that. Awesome. Very, very cool. So we've got some more flight stands, some pegs for the ship parts. So already we can also see some quick little reference thing for the campaign format, which I like with the big ships. They have kind of like this campaign arc. We've shot a couple of them. Most notably the CR-90. I have not done the Raider at this stage yet. So, Imperial Crackdown yet. So it is basically with the big ship going through some of these missions here. So looking like it'll be a 3 mission thing. First 2 are straightforward then the third one will be broken down depending on certain victory conditions. Let's see if there's any new rules in here. So, epic. Shows you how to put the thing together. It does have, so dock ships. So this will be a new rule coming out of this thing of how the dock ships will basically be used. Talked about how we can get the maneuver dial and then kind of released. I won't bore you in the details of that, but just to let you know what's in there. So you do get something out of that from going on with that. And I think a little bit more very specific with things like that will be like targeting if it hits all ships in the sector, stuff like that, how will it affect the ships being carried. Alright. So let's take a look at the cards. See what it's bringing to the table, what new upgrades that you'll basically get out of that. So the Gazanti class cruiser, it's 40 points. And the very interesting that I think this is very similar to the transport, where this is just one card, no front, no back, so it's going to be in the full effect there. 40 points, pilot 2, so 4 energy, no agility, 9 hull, 5 shield, so 14. So it's alright, but it's going to be able to, you know, use a lot of the large ships like that. So after you execute a maneuver, you may deploy up to 2 dock ships, so not all 4 going out 2 at a time. It's got 2 crew, 2 large ship things, 2 specifically large crew things, and a couple energy going with that. So we got a number of TIE fighters. So I'll basically go with basics. We've seen the Academy pods before. There's 2 of those for the two ships. We'll get 2 Obsidian Squadron pilots, so we've seen those in the past. 2 Black Squadron pilots. Well, if you know, those are my favorites. I've been using them quite a bit. So we got 4 new named TIE fighter pilots. So we'll go to the bottom and start up. So at a 3 pilot, we have Chaser at 14 points. When another friendly ship at range 1 spends a focus token, assign a focus token to your ship. So pretty cool, just pretty easy focus like that, so pretty basic. He's got no other veteran upgrades or anything like that. He's pretty straight and narrow, so nice little, maybe a little young little pilot, something nice and cheap for that. So we got Wampa. He's also 14 points. He's pilot 4 though. When attacking, you may cancel all dice results. If you cancel a critical result, deal 1 face down damage card to the defender. So I guess if you're afraid that you're going against high agility ships, Wampa will basically be one that will be able to do at least 1 damage, because you cancel out and at least you have 1 critical. You would be able to get 1 face down damage, so okay. I guess that's alright for ships that typically dodge a lot. So not bad that. Youngster, interesting name. Pilot 6, 15 points, has a veteran upgrade. Friendly TIE fighters at range 1 of 3 may perform the action on your equipped veteran upgrade card. Wow. Wow, that's awesome. For a guy called Youngster, that's really weird. I mean, it's ironic, but that's awesome. You're basically, you are doing a lot of whatever your upgrade is. You're giving it to all the other ones, like Academy pods and stuff like that. This guy will be seeing a lot of list play. That guy is super cool. Especially at pilot 6, that's strong at 15 points. That's amazing. That's amazing. Scourge, he's a pilot 7, 17 points. He also has a veteran upgrade. When attacking an offender that has 1 or more damage cards, roll 1 additional attack dice. Ooh, that is also very good. So this guy definitely, if you are wounded, he is going to get a lot more nastier. So for the TIE fighter, that I like it. I like the upgrades. So nice, 2 nice new TIE fighters to go with that. All right, so we have specific damage to the ship. So interesting enough, it does have a forward and an aft to be targeted. So still some part of that thing that you will have to deal with. Yeah, well, I think it's pretty obvious with the base part of it. So interesting in that aspect of where you're doing the damage to that. So arcing will be important. All right, so it comes with expert handling we've seen before, expose we've seen before, marksmanship we've seen before, ion torpedoes we've seen before, cluster missiles, of course one of my favorite, we've seen before, homing missiles we've seen before, and a new character here, Imperial only, Agent Kalas. At the start of the first round, choose one enemy small or large ship. When attacking or defending against that ship, you may change one of your focus results to a hit or a evade. So I don't know why you give him an evade. First round, choose one enemy. It is enemy or small. Oh, okay. So when they are attacking you as well, it's basically you can change yours while you're attacking them. So it's kind of a focus to do either or. So pretty cool. We got a construction droid. This is huge ship only, limited. It says when you perform a recover action, you may spend one energy to discard one face down damage card. So that is definitely pretty cool. Comes with 2 of those. Real Admiral Chinora. So we remember him on the one of the Dauntless class ones. Say that ship. It's been a while. He's a huge ship only, Imperial only. An action, execute a white forward maneuver. So I guess get a little extra speed out of him for your ship. Guess that's okay. 3 points. All right. We got Ordnance Experts. This is limited. Once per round, when a friendly ship at range 1 or 3 performs an attack with a torpedo or missile secondary weapon, it may change one of its blank results to a hit result. That's cool, but it's 5 points. Big play, I guess. Not bad. It's definitely not bad. Dual laser turret. I think we've nope. This is Gonzate class cruiser only. It's 1 energy, 3 attack, range 1 of 3. So spend 1 energy from this card to perform this attack against 1 ship, even a ship outside of your firing arc. So 5 points, but it's 3 attack. It's 1 energy. It's good. Again, another Gonzate class cruiser only, a broadcast array. Your action bar gains the wavy action bar icon, which I don't really know all these names very well. So I guess that's cool. Cluster bombs. After defending, you may discard this card. If you do, each other ship at range 1 of the defending section rolls 2 attack dice, suffering all damage and critical damage results. Wow, that's 4 points. That's pretty powerful. Docking clamps. You may dock up to 4 TIE fighters, TIE interceptors, TIE bombers, or TIE advances to the ship. All of these ships must have the same ship type. So it does cost, basically it takes one of the energy slots. It is 0 points, so it's what it does, but just takes one of the slots up. Automated protocols. Huge ship only modification. Once per round after you perform an action that is not a recover or reinforce action, you may spend 1 energy to perform a free recover or reinforce action. So pretty good, I guess. It's pretty standard for all that. Huge ship modification only once per round. When you assign energy up to an equip upgrade card, gains 2 energy. Again, pretty standard. Huge ship only modification. You may treat each of your funky icons and your torpedo or upgrade icon. So much like the ordnance thing like that, some new upgrades like that. If you're just told to discard it, you can discard that instead. So name ship of the Gonzate, the Requiem. When you deploy a ship, treat its pot skill value as 8 until the end of the round. Wow, that is cool. That makes them pretty cool for 4 points. Another name one, Vector. After you execute a maneuver, you may deploy up to 4 dock ships instead of 2. Wow, that's also pretty good. It does cost 1 energy to do that. And then Suppressor. It's 2 energy for this one. Once per round, after you acquire a target lock on an enemy ship, you may remove 1 focus, evade, or blue target lock token from that ship. So interesting, really interesting. That's definitely one that will definitely mess around with things. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty excited to get this ship in the battle, and we'll see exactly see how well it plays. Definitely the TIE Fighters, I think, will add a lot more to it. The rest of it's everything to the large ship, so that's epic scale. So we'll see exactly how those play out, especially playing the campaign. So this is Benito. Thanks again for any more X-Wing unboxing.
Spectre Studios. Play with the spirit of the game.